Hello, Cole Harvey here, and it's Saturday. I've woken up in sunny Sydney, Australia, and even though all my boys are on the beach and it's where I'd love to be, I felt so inspired that I wanted to stay at home and record you this quick presentation instead. And what you're going to discover over the next few minutes is 7 key principles for magnetizing money. It's the start of a new year. We've all got to hustle on. We're setting big financial goals. And this is a very short, very condensed version of 2 webinars that I hosted for over 2,000 people over the past couple of weeks. The feedback was so phenomenal, and these webinars went for about 3 hours each. My intention here is to summarize the key principles in just a few minutes for you. So get a pen and paper, get ready. This is pure content. We're going to hustle, we're going to work, and if you're serious and committed to making more money this year, this is genuinely really going to help you. So with that said, let's get started. Principle number 1 is a complete belief in abundance. You have to believe in abundance. And what that means is abundance is infinite. Like hugs and kisses, there is no limit to the amount of abundance that we can create. We have to get rid of the idea, the concept that if I get some money, it means that you will have to have less. Or if you get some money, it means someone else has to miss out. Money is infinite. There are literally trillions and trillions of dollars being traded every single day, floating around. Money comes from creating value, and there is no limit to the amount of abundance that you can have. And again, if that means if you get more, it does not mean that someone else gets less. The challenge is, if you believe that money is limited, it makes you feel kind of queasy at the subconscious level. And when you feel queasy about money, you're literally going to actively repel money and invite scarcity and lack into your life. Key principle here is everyone's share is unlimited. Your share is unlimited. If you choose to have more money, it does not mean that someone misses out. It's a huge principle. If you can make every smidgen of belief that wealth is limited, go away, get out of your life, your attraction of money will instantly go from suppressed and low to full power. Yeah, but you have to believe that wealth is unlimited for that to happen. When you do this, when you get in this energy and this mindset that abundance is infinite and there's literally no limit, you can create as much as you want, you'll find that opportunities and creative ideas and resources and even new people seem to be effortlessly attracted or magnetized to you. It's a wonderful experience of being in the flow, and there may have been times in your life where you've experienced this already. Here's a really cool action step for you to prove this principle in your own life. Make both your conscious and subconscious mind aware of how much abundance there is. So go abundance spotting. Go, if you don't live in an area where there's loads of abundance, go somewhere close to you, as close as you can, where you're going to see cars like Bentleys and Mercedes and Ferraris, where there's big houses, big neighborhoods. Go and buy magazines like Fortune or the Rob Report, where people with wealth, where they choose to spend their time and attention. You'll find just by saturating your mind with abundance, you'll start to notice more and more abundance showing up in your life. The challenge is, if you just focus on lack, if you just focus on your current level of income, it's very hard to imagine that there is millions and millions of dollars that you can tap into. So that's the first step. Set an intention now that today, tomorrow, you're going to look around and notice more abundant opportunities. Next time you get on an aeroplane, look at the people who are going into first class. Maybe even strike up a conversation with them. See the people going into the business class lounge, the people who even go to the VIP version of the cinema, the gold class type cinema, the people who always want the best. Set an intention to notice them more and more. Do so from a place of love, not judgment or insecurity, and you'll find you notice more and more abundance in your life. Boom. Now, abundance principle 2, or money magnet 2, is no fear, no excuses. What this means is, and this might be a bit controversial, when you create financial and entrepreneurial success, you have to have a willingness to risk and experience failure. Not everything that you try will magnetize money. Hardly anyone gets to create financial abundance via a straight line. It's going to be things you try and fail at. It's going to be things that don't quite hit the mark. But that's cool. Most people get so worked up that they don't even take action because they're terrified of failure or terrified of being told no. When really, if you look at it, the absolute worst thing that can happen most of the time is you try something, it doesn't work, you're no worse off than where you are right now. It's a very fundamental shift in how you see the world. By extension of that, a fear of money repels money from you. If you're scared of money, if you're scared of failure, if you're scared that not enough's going to come in, these vibes, this energy subconsciously pushes it away. Conversely, an absence of fear unleashes this money attraction power within you. Plus, money is attracted by taking 100% responsibility. When you take 100% responsibility for your results, your income, the amount of money you manifest, how you progress at your work, the success of your side business if you have one, when you take responsibility, you are in a position of power. You get to win. But when you blame other people, or you complain, or you say, well, I would get ahead if it wasn't for X, if it wasn't for my parents, if it wasn't for the timing, this territory, this product isn't good enough, this industry, there's a recession, anything you use as an excuse or you complain about, you're literally giving away your power, and it limits the amount of money that you can magnetize. Dr. Joe Vitale taught me that the more responsibility you take, the more money you will make, and I truly believe that, and it shows up more and more in my life. The more I take 100% responsibility for my results, the more success I enjoy, not just financial success, in all areas. And I'd invite you to consider doing the same and playing with it. Stop blaming, stop complaining. If it's going to be, it's up to you. Just take responsibility. It sounds a little bit scary at first, but actually it's so empowering to say, you know what, if this didn't work out for me, this situation, it's cool. What can I do differently? Not it's their fault, or it's the economy, or it's bad timing, or I'm too old, too young, too fat, too thin, whatever it may be. Stop making excuses. Again, if you make excuses, you're literally giving away your power to external sources. There's a few of the popular ones. See if any of them resonate with you. And look, here's the trick. When you know money is infinite from the first principle, and it's readily replaceable, and you decide to take 100% responsibility for your income, it changes everything. And in terms of being readily replaceable, a lot of people say, oh, I'm worried if I got money, I might then lose it. But that doesn't make any sense with love. Because if you learn the process, the mindset, the skills of manifesting money, it doesn't matter if some of it goes away. You just apply yourself and get some more. A good trick I use is to exchange the word money for pencils. Have you ever worried that, oh, what will happen if I run out of pencils? Well, simply you go to the store, you get some new pencils, you replace the pencils. There's no limit to how many pencils you can have in your life. It's just we attach this emotional charge to money and we pretend that it's different. It's really not. It's completely replaceable. Set an intention, set your money goal, make it. If you lose some money or if you spend it, just learn to make some more. It's super easy, and it's even easier when you take 100% responsibility for your results. This changes everything. Moving on, money magnet 3. You've got to speak. You've got to speak abundance. And what that means is you've got to be so careful about what you say and think, because literally every thought you have, whether imagined or spoken or written down, creates powerful binding programming for your subconscious mind. Now, the latest neuroscience proves that your subconscious mind is responsible for 95 to 99% of your total resources. Your subconscious is literally running the show. By extension, if you program your subconscious mind to create scarcity and lack and fear around money, the sense that there's never enough, that's what's going to manifest over and over. Even if your conscious mind is saying, oh, this year's going to be different, I'm going to set money goals this year, I'm going to make more money, you have to change your subconscious programming. You have to speak abundance in order to do so. A key principle here is that money is attracted to the person who is most comfortable talking and thinking about it. Now, you subconsciously give off energy or vibrations to your colleagues, clients, prospects, partners, investors, literally everyone, about your comfort level with money or your level of fear. Have you ever gone to buy something from a store and the salesman, just even though you were going in there to buy it, the salesman, there was just something about them that it felt a bit off, and you were like, no, I don't want to give money to this person, I'm getting weird vibes. It's exactly the same thing. Even if, and this is one of the challenges a lot of people have, they read The Secret or the Law of Attraction books and they say, oh, I'm thinking positively around money. I'm a money magnet. I'm abundant. And that's a good first step. But if their subconscious programming is scared about money, is not taking responsibility, is fearful, then that's what you're going to project. That's what you're going to manifest. People feel it. And if you're honest with yourself now and you look inside, you know that to be true, because there's been times in your life where on the surface you've met someone who seems to be saying everything right, seems to be saying all the right things, but you get bad vibes from them. And this is what you will do unless you learn how to reprogram your subconscious beliefs around money. So start to question your money beliefs. That's a great first step. If you catch yourself saying things like, oh, these hard-earned dollars, or money doesn't grow on trees, or I'd rather have time for my family than be wealthy, or anything like this, stop, and not from a place of judgment or being critical, just question them. Say, is this really true? Are there any exceptions to this rule? Do you have to make money the hard way? Is it possible that some people make money from a state of play and fun? What about money doesn't grow on trees? Well, what do I mean by that? Do I mean that money is limited? There's not very much of it. It's hard to manifest money. And what about this one? I'd rather have time for my family than be wealthy. Does that mean that literally every person with money neglects their family? Is it possible to have both, to have a great social life, great family life, time for yourself, and make millions of dollars? Start to play with these beliefs when you notice them. Again, it's not about being critical and saying, I'm going to be judgmental on myself at all. Awareness is a powerful step. Just to notice these ideas, these beliefs from the subconscious level and say, wow, is this serving me? And if it's not serving you, begin to let it go. And I'll show you how in this presentation. Here's an action step for you. If you're serious, and I use the word serious, that's the wrong word. If you are committed to doing whatever it takes to program your subconscious mind for ever-increasing levels of abundance and success and income, just make that decision now. Set that intention. Say, you know what? I understand the latest neuroscience shows up to 99% of my power is at the subconscious level. And currently, if you look at your current level of income and your beliefs around money, how abundant are you? Are you making millions of dollars doing what you love? Do you find that money flows to you easily? If so, awesome. Program it even more for even more abundance. Have a big positive impact in the world. If not, if you're struggling with money at the moment, if you seem to manifest and attract scarcity and lack and struggle, decide now, set that intention that you're going to do what it takes to reprogram your subconscious mind. That and that alone can transform the direction of your life. I truly believe that that's what's happened to me and thousands of people who I've helped in my subscriber list in this community. So set that intention. Do it for yourself, of course. Don't do it for me, do it for you. Now, principle 4, we're moving quick here. You've got to create value. This is how you create abundance. We're going from the mindset now into the real world. How do you go and make money? Well, the first thing to do is to create value and stand out. I'll share that one in a minute. Your income, the amount of money you make, is directly proportionate to the amount of value that you create in the world and in your marketplace. It's all to do with value. The more value you give, the more money you will make. This is universal law. Deepak Chopra teaches this in the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Wayne Dyer teaches it. But many big business people, Richard Branson, talk about how you don't focus on trying to chase money. You focus on creating the most value that you can. And get this, value is subjective. In any market, there's going to be people that value a higher priced product or service. For example, in the last week, I've been looking at $12,000 business class tickets when I can get the coach flights for under $2,000. I got $1,000 Versace sneakers when you can buy a pair of sneakers in Walmart for like $10. I just hired a business coach for $15,000, and some coaches you can hire for like $20 an hour. Value is subjective. If you focus on creating value, there is no limit to what you can charge. If, of course, you back up that value and you create transformation in people's lives in the form of providing value. Now, a great question to ask yourself and to focus on, to meditate on and really obsess over in a nice way, not obsessed like panic, but really just focus over and over. Ask yourself, how can I add more value in the world? How can I create more value for my clients? How can I set up a side business which is valuable? The more you focus on this, as opposed to, how can I get money? Oh, it's so hard to make money. The more you ask this question, how can I create value? The easier you will find it to attract money. I know this is counterintuitive. I know we're not taught this in school, quite the opposite. We're taught to work hard. If we work hard, we'll make money. But let me ask you, how's that working out for you? Wouldn't it be, and even if you're earning 6-7 figures a year through working hard, wouldn't it be lovely to be able to focus on creating value instead and stepping back from that hard work and working in a sense, a state of play instead, which is absolutely possible? That's the question to ask yourself. How can I create value? And a good definition of value is solving problems and helping people. The more you can solve problems and the more you can help people in whichever way you choose, the better results that you're going to get, the more value you're going to create, and of course, the more value you add, the more money you can charge. Now, here's an advanced tip. If you really want to make a lot of money this year quickly, consider learning how to become an expert. Now, when you are seen as an expert, or inverted commas, a celebrity, you become magnetic to money. The good news is expert status is relatively self-created. It starts from setting an intention that I want to be an expert in this and show people how to do whatever it may be. Experts experience far less price resistance, which means that you can charge more money for less time and work if you choose to. As an example, I know lots of people watching this are heart-centered and you want to do good work in the world. Maybe you want to be a coach or a trainer or a speaker or a seminar leader or an author, somebody who helps others. Now, a lot of people starting out will charge 20, 30, 40 bucks an hour. The thing is, there's so many people competing for that low price that it's very hard to succeed at that level, or it can be. Whereas that one coach who is seen as an expert, whether it's because they wrote an ebook, or they have a book, or they have a webinar that you've seen, or you've seen their ads on Facebook, or you've seen something about them, you perceive them as an expert, they can charge $500, $1,000 an hour. One of my mentors and coaches, Rich Litvin, his minimum coaching investment is $100,000 a year, 100K. And it is on paper the same job as the guy who struggles, or lady, to charge 20 bucks an hour because he's perceived as an expert. So consider doing that. And the good news is that the smaller and more narrow and specific the market you want to sell to, the easier and faster it is to be accepted as an expert. Tim Ferriss taught me that if you read 3 books on a subject and really master those books, the content in those books, you know more than 99% of the people on the planet on that topic. This is not to say you can cheat your way to being an expert. You have to earn that right. However, again, if you read 3 books on a subject, master it, teach it, you can then teach people who haven't read those books. You don't have to be a world-class expert. You don't have to become a millionaire in order to teach people how to create more success. You don't have to be the skinniest person in the world to teach people how to lose weight. Again, be congruent, be authentic. Never claim to be an expert in something that you're not. That's bad karma. It will come back to you. However, understand that if you've got a specific talent, for example, if you can help women who have just had babies lose weight in a way that is holistic and integrated with meditation, that is a very small niche market. You can become an expert in there relatively quickly compared to the weight loss market on a whole, which is vast multi-billion-dollar industry where you'd have to compete with, people with millions and millions of dollars of marketing budget. I'd invite you now to consider, what do you love to do? How do you help people? How do you serve? Is there something that either you do now or you could learn to do that adds value to people and that you could be perceived as an expert? If you can, you become far more magnetic to money and you stop experiencing price resistance, which means you can set the prices how you want them for your time and your expertise and your services. Pretty badass. And as a final principle here, people love to give money to experts, which is good news for you. Now, let's move on. Money magnet number 5. You got to get moving. Take action fast. You got to move fast. Here's a few quotes for you to dwell on, to meditate on. Motion beats meditation. Motion beats meditation. What that means is moving towards a goal beats thinking about it. Now, I'm a huge believer in the law of attraction. Our thoughts are a huge part of creating our reality, but you've got to get moving. Dr. Joe Vitale, who's in The Secret, is my friend and mentor and client, taught me that money loves speed. Money is attracted to speed. If you get an idea for a business or a service or something you can do to move towards your financial goals, put it into action immediately. We've all faced that situation where we set a goal or we get an idea and we're like, oh my God, that's a great idea. Maybe you write it down, but then you don't do anything. And maybe you go back to it a week, 2 weeks, a month later, and you see it on the paper, but it doesn't have that same energy to it. It doesn't get you excited. And of course, you don't do anything with it. I think most of us have had that experience where we've had an idea, done nothing with it, and then someone's gone on to make millions, multi-millions with the exact same idea. If only we'd got into action quicker. Money loves speed. Money is attracted to movement. If you can just get in the habit of trying something quickly, you'll be amazed at how many of the perceived obstacles seem to disappear. Here's another quote. Nothing happens until someone moves. And if you're really honest with yourself and you look at your current financial income and your level of abundance, are you really moving fast enough? If you're not earning the level of income that you want, is there anything you can do? 100% responsibility. Are you really moving towards your goals? Are you taking every bit of action that you can, inspired action? And here's another principle, a key principle. A lot of people get financially successful because they move and take action before they feel ready. A lot of us delude ourselves by saying, I'm going to have it all figured out. I need to know every step. I need to overcome every challenge in advance. I need to know just one more thing, this. And of course, you never ever reach that point where you wake up in the morning, you're like, right, ready to be a millionaire. I've got it all sorted now. It doesn't work like that. We have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to act in faith. We have to move before we feel ready to. And that's where having a vision comes in. You have a vision, you have a goal, and you move towards it. More on that in a minute. Now, this might be controversial to some of you, but the very act of taking action is a magnet for opportunity and money and abundance in itself. Just taking action, getting in movement is going to attract you opportunities, people, resources, ideas, just moving. And if you don't believe me, that's cool. But as my friend and mentor John Assaraf teaches and has said to me, suspend your disbelief. You might believe that I'm talking nonsense here, that it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But what I would invite you to do is to put it to the test. Say, okay, for this week and this week only, I'm going to prove Carl Harvey wrong. Whenever I get an idea, I'm going to take action fast to prove that this is not a magnet for opportunity. To prove that this isn't going to open up more confidence and ideas and creativity in my life. To prove that this isn't going to attract to me the next step of my plan to manifest my goals. And then you write me a letter at the end of the week and humbly apologise with love, because I know this is the absolute best thing you can do is just get moving. Stop procrastinating. Stop trying to pretend and convince yourself that at some point you're going to have it all figured out. You never will. Part of the journey is developing the faith. If you've seen anything by Joseph Campbell, The Hero's Journey, you have to move from a place of fear and insecurity. You have to get moving before you're ready. It's the only way. Now, money is attracted to movement for sure. And I get it. There's lots of reasons that you can sell yourself on for not taking action. It's poor timing. I don't know enough. It's not this, it's not that. However, if you want to attract money, you've got to get this list out of your life. You have to take responsibility. You have to get moving. You have to stop saying, it's this thing. If only this thing was different. No. Winners, hustlers, you make the best out of your circumstances. The very fact that you're watching this now on the internet, on a device connected to the internet, like you are abundant beyond 90% of people on the planet already, no matter if you're in debt, no matter if you're scarce, no matter if you're not earning the income that you want. You have to stop putting these excuses up, which literally act as blocks for your financial success. Get the list out of your life, get moving, get hustling. And a very quick case study is, once I got an email a couple of years ago from a guy who said, I'd written an article about creative visualization. He wrote, well, this is all well and good, but it's not helping me to visualize. I can't focus my mind. I can't do this. And rather than getting pissed off and upset with the dude, I looked at it and got inspired. And this is instantly, I then recorded a guided visualization audio and I sent it out that day to what was a very small audience I had then, less than 1,000 people, which anyone watching this can build very quickly using Facebook and other tools, super easy and inexpensively. I made $1,000 in the afternoon that same day. I took a challenge and turned it into an opportunity with inspired instant action. If I'd spent the day dwelling on that email or saying, oh, well, maybe I'll do something about it another day, you know what would happen? Nothing would have happened. But instead, I allowed myself to get inspired. I cleared my calendar and took action immediately, and I manifested $1,000 in an afternoon. Now, I get $1,000 for every hour that I work, plus that's the minimum that I earn. But at that stage, 3 years ago maybe, that was a huge breaking point for me because I'd never manifested $1,000 that quickly before. And again, the key is the inspired action, moving fast, moving before I was ready, getting into action. Principle 6, we've got two more, moving fast here. I hope you're taking lots of notes. Hope this is fun. Got to get clear. And I mentioned this earlier, the vision. You have to know what you want. And what this means is few people have really clear, definite, precise financial goals. If I ask 100 people, now this is what I always ask when I meet new people, what's your purpose? What's your vision? What are you going to create this year? What are you passionate about? The vast majority of people have no clue, and what they'll tell me is the things that they don't want. Well, I don't want to be broke. I don't like my job. I want to get out of this situation. I don't like that. But we get more of whatever we focus on. You have to get super clear on what you want. And it really is up to you to decide how much money you're going to earn today, this week, this month, this year, the next 5 years, etc., etc. You do get to choose, but you have to choose. If you don't choose, you'll be at the mercy of someone else with a more powerful vision. And that's what most people do. You go and work for the dude or the lady who's got the bigger vision than you, and they tell you how much you're going to earn. Whereas instead, you can learn and decide to create your own level of financial success based on what you want instead. The good news is the simple act of writing down a goal, a vision, a financial goal, and committing to it and deciding, I'm going to figure out how to do this. I'm going to take 100% responsibility. When I get inspired, I'm going to take action on the ideas, even if I don't feel ready. And I'm going to focus on my goal every day. I'm going to imagine that it's already manifested. When you do all of these things, you set up a magnetism to your target. Now, this might be a little metaphysical for some or a little woo-woo. However, the latest quantum physics suggests that our intention impacts the world at a quantum level, a subatomic level. So if you imagine that when you focus every day on your vision and you get that energy as if it's already manifested, your energy increases compared to the vast majority of humans on the planet who are just focused on worry and on what they don't want to manifest. So the simple act of getting clear on what you want creates this magnetism where you seem to attract, or at the very least notice, new ideas, opportunities, people, resources. It just gets really simple. The next step is always revealed. Dr. Joe Vitale taught me that as well. You don't have to figure out the plan in advance. If you focus on the vision over and over and promise yourself that whatever idea you get, whatever hunch, you're going to take action as quickly as possible, you don't need to figure out the whole plan. The next step is always revealed. Now, here's a little distinction that very few people teach. You've got to find this balance between your goal being exciting and fun, and you fall in love with it because you're like, oh my God, I'd love my life to be like this. I'd love this level of income. It would give me all this freedom and good stuff, and I'd be able to treat my family and give money to charity and buy that car and that house, whatever else. But also, you've got to feel that on a gut instinct level, that I can do this. I reckon I can do this. I got to learn. There's skills I probably need to learn as well. There's people that I might need to meet, but I know people that have done something like this before. I think I can do it. If you find that balance between falling in love with your goal and just feeling even the tiniest bit like, you know what, maybe I can do this, that energy is going to propel you towards success. I'm not saying to be realistic. The biggest things that I've manifested, the most amazing things, have been crazy dreams. But at the same time, the crazy dreams that I didn't believe I could do, they didn't manifest. But those crazy dreams, those big dreams where there was a bit of me that was like, you know what, maybe you can do this. That's the starting point, because then I'm going to show you how to do it in a minute. When you program your subconscious mind every day, when you visualize, when you focus on what you want over and over, that little sense of possibility grows into a, I think I can. No, I definitely can. Oh my God, I'm going to. Yes, it's happening. And when you get that level of belief and certainty, that's when it manifests. It can only manifest for you, whether it's money or that pay rise or that partner or anything you want to manifest. It can only show up in your experience when you feel like you deserve it, when you're certain that it's coming to you. And the good news is you can program your subconscious mind to do that. I'll show you how to do it in a minute. But as a starting point for your vision, write down a number now. Write down a number that you're going to earn in 2016, this year, that's exciting, but also you feel, you know what, I can do this. Do that now. Now, final principle, number 7, saving the best till last. You've got to behave congruently. What that means is, look, getting a money mindset is crucial. In fact, I think 90% of the money game is internal. It's getting the beliefs, the mindset, the thoughts that you can create wealth, you deserve it, that you believe in abundance, and all the things that I've been pointing to in these first 6 principles. However, you've got to hustle too. You've got to take action in the real world. We live in this 3-dimensional reality. In space-time, you have to take action in the real world as well. If you've tried to manifest a Ferrari just by visualizing it, or whatever goal you've had in the past that you've just tried to visualize, you'll know that that doesn't work. You've got to meet the universe halfway. There's that old parable of the guy pleading with God to win the lottery. Please, God, please let me win the lottery. And after months of this, God finally comes down, the skies part, and he says, dude, meet me halfway, buy a lottery ticket. And that's what you got to do. You got to buy the lottery ticket, and the equivalent of that is you get moving in the real world. You follow those hunches and you behave congruently with your goals. And people watching this now, like thousands of people who watch this video, the 1% of people who, based on this video, get inspired and say, you know what, I'm going to start a little side business, or I'm going to do a little coaching thing, or I'm going to put out an offer to my marketplace, or I'm going to negotiate a pay rise or a better job or whatever, who does something in the real world, is going to make more money, manifest more money than the 99% of people who think rich, who say, well, I'm thinking abundantly, but you don't do anything. You don't change any of your behavior. I hope that makes sense. And a crucial principle here, and perhaps the most crucial principle of this entire video, when you get your behavior congruent, your behavior in alignment with people who have already achieved what you want, you are far more likely to manifest the results that you want. Common sense, right? But how many of us have deluded ourselves by saying, I'm doing everything I can, but then if you look at that person who's already achieved your goal, say you want to be a coach, you want to make 6 figures this year, have you gone and studied 5, 10, 6-figure earners in the coaching industry? Have you looked at how they do their marketing? Have you looked at how they get clients? Have you looked at how they structure their days? Have you looked at the work they do to improve as a coach? If you look at that, you'll see the things that you need to do in order to get the results that you want. But are you doing that? Because the thing is, when you do that, when you basically copy or model someone's behavior who has already achieved what you want, you're going to be far more likely to generate the same results. Now, again, the mindset is crucial. You got to get that mindset right. Otherwise, you'll find a way to self-sabotage or procrastinate and whatnot. So it's a huge part of it. However, 90% mindset, do the visualizing, program your subconscious, focus on your vision, believe in abundance, notice abundance, force yourself in a gentle way to notice all the abundance around you. Be grateful for all the abundance you have, but also see what successful people are doing and do what they do as well, at least a little bit. And by extension, if your behavior is incongruent with people who have achieved your goals, you're not going to get their kind of success. And I think we can all hand on heart say that we've been there as well. We've set a goal, but we haven't done what's necessary. Now, whether you blame the economy, or you blame your parents, or you blame your limiting beliefs, or whatever it may be, I'm all about 100% responsibility with love. Like, I'm really trying to make you feel good about yourself. I'm not trying to bag on you or anything like that. But if you look at your behavior, the times you've failed your goals, have you really been congruent with what other people have been doing, successful people? And this is a very empowering mindset, because when you take responsibility, then you can change your results. Extension, the faster you get your behavior aligned with what successful people do, the faster you're going to get results. In fact, you can get results so quickly it will feel instant. Like it can flow so quickly. As Napoleon Hill teaches, when riches begin to come, they come in such abundance that you wonder where they've been hiding all the lean years. So, if you get your behavior congruent with what your goal is, and congruent with the behavior of someone who's already achieved your goal, it is an absolute certainty that money will start to flow into your life quickly. And that's it. That's the 7 principles. Do a quick recap now. Number 1, you've got to believe in abundance. You've got to believe that it's infinite. And if you get some, it doesn't mean that someone else has less. Don't be queasy. Allow yourself, as a spiritual person, which so many of you are watching this now, believe that God or infinite intelligence or the spirit behind life, in every aspect of life, there is total abundance. Why would he want, or it want, or she, any different for you? Abundance is your birthright. You've got to believe in it. Step 1. Next, you can't have any queasiness or fear around money, and no excuses either. Stop blaming things outside of yourself. It seems scary at first, but when you take 100% responsibility, you realize that you have great power to change your results. Number 3, speak abundance. If you ever catch yourself saying, I'm broke, I can't afford this, it's tough to make money, stop, release it, be kind to yourself, don't be judgmental, just let it go, and start to speak abundance instead. Speak what you want to create into existence. Speak only of an ever-increasing amount. Speak only of abundance. Feel those emotions. Imagine and visualize that you've already manifested all the abundance you want. Number 4, create value. Don't chase money. Don't be needy and insecure. Focus on creating value. If you just spent the next week every day creating value in every way that you can think of, or even just meditating on how can I add more value in the world? How can I help more people? How can I serve? Those questions will lead you in the right direction and stand out. Remember, if you want to make the most money, learn how to become an expert or seen as an authority, because you get zero price resistance. You can charge the fees that you decide, that you feel you deserve. Number 5, money like speed. Get moving, take action fast, don't procrastinate, trust me, give it a go. When you get inspired, when you get a hunch, you get an idea, get moving. Same for me here today. All my boys are at the beach, they're waiting for me, and I was like, no, I want to share this. And I got inspired. I could have talked myself out of it. I could have said, no, you've worked hard this week, and I have. It's Saturday, go to the beach. But no, instead I took action fast. And I know not only will this create a huge amount of value for thousands of people, but it's also going to create financial abundance for me as well. But it wouldn't have done had I not taken action. Money like speed. Follow your inspiration. Get into action as quickly as you can. Do so from an energy of play and childlike curiosity. You'll be amazed at where those results take you. Number 6, get clear on what you want. Write down your goal, commit to it, get that vision down, imagine it every day, focus on it. The more you focus on it, the more magnetized you will be to creating that result. And remember that balance between loving it and falling in love with your vision, but also at least have that little sense that, you know what, I can do this. If it means starting a little bit smaller first, do that, manifest that goal, and then get your goals bigger and bigger every year, which of course they will anyway. And finally, number 7, behave congruently. Look, the first 5 of the 6 are about mindset. Get in the right money mindset. However, you got to act congruently. Seek out people who have achieved what you want to achieve. Find out what they do. Take them out for coffee, take them out for lunch. That was one of my favorite strategies. And quiz them. Successful people love to share their lessons learned. And find out what they do, and then see if you can model your behavior on that as well. It sounds so simple, but are you doing it? Now, what I need you to do is to take a moment and reflect on, if you carry on the path that you've been on so far, what happens if nothing changes? Well, for me, the biggest fear was this feeling of having your hands tied, of never really living to your full potential, of having to live according to what someone else tells you to do. And of course, when you're like this, you're not living in your full power. You're not living in purpose. It creates issues with family and relationships. Money is the number 1 cause of divorce. And also that sense of a lack of self-worth, because you have to give up your soul basically to do what someone else tells you to do. Your keeper, your master, to pay. I've got to do what my boss says. He's told me I have to work on a Sunday because I need this paycheck, and that sucks. And if you're honest, unless you change something, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Ask yourself, if I don't change anything, what is likely to happen in terms of my income, my ability to manifest money? Like maybe you're on the path where every year you're earning 10, 20, 50, 100% more. Boom. In which case, the importance of investing in yourself, your mindset, constantly dreaming bigger, constantly creating more freedom. But if not, decide now that something has to change. Because the good news is, when you do master the money game, life becomes far more play-like. You get to create freedom and abundance, have the experiences that you choose. Yeah, it's cool to have nice cars, live in a nice place, be able to treat your friends and family, but then you really get to live in alignment with your purpose, and no one gets to tell you what to do. No one gets to tell you when to get up or what you have to do today. Imagine my favorite thing about financial abundance is every morning I wake up and I say to myself, what do I want to create today? What am I inspired to do? How can I add value? And you really can live a life where those become your dominant questions, where so much money flows into your life that you really don't have to even think about money anymore. Instead, you can focus on, what do I want to do with my time? What impact do I want to have? What legacy? I know if you're struggling with money, that can feel a little far off, but that's a beautiful vision and intention to have at the start, at least. Imagine being debt free. Imagine having enough money every month to buy the things that you want, to go eat at the places, to treat your friends and family. It's pretty badass, and you really can master it. And you might say to yourself, well, look, why? I've had money goals, I can't hit them. Why am I not reaching them? For me, there's only 2 possible reasons. Number 1 is because your subconscious mind is not set for financial success. And remember, go back to the neuroscience studies. Dr. Bruce Lipton says that your subconscious mind is at least 1 million times more powerful than your conscious mind. And he's from Stanford University. The latest research suggests that 95 to 99% of your resources are subconscious. Frankly, if you're not investing time every day to reprogram your subconscious mind, you're not giving yourself a chance. And secondly, because your behavior is not congruent with your goals, you need to look at someone who's achieved the success that you want and learn how to model their behavior and do more of the things that they do. Pretty simple. Get your mind right, get your actions right. That's it. The good news is both of these are skills which anyone can learn. Much like learning how to drive or learning how to exercise or learning how to cook, you can learn how to do it because there have been millions of people before you that have done it. When you solve these two problems, you'll discover that money can magnetize into your life in ever increasing quantities with less hard work than you think and with more ease and play and fun than you can probably imagine right now. With that said, I want you to remember and act on one thing from this presentation. This quote is from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, which is still the original and best guide to creating financial success. Here is a most significant fact. The subconscious mind takes any orders given it in a spirit of absolute faith and acts upon those orders, although the orders often have to be presented over and over again through repetition before they are interpreted by the subconscious mind. Now, what this means is, if you look at it, your subconscious mind acts on the orders you give it. If at the moment you've been focusing on, oh my God, it's hard to make money, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are bad, or whatever your limiting money beliefs, because you have faith in those ideas, your faith at the moment is that it's hard to make money. And again, I'm mind reading, but if your faith is it's tough to make money, it's impossible for me to make money, you have to work really hard to make money, your subconscious mind is acting on those orders and proving that to you. What the thinker thinks, the prover proves. That's what's manifesting in your life. The good news is if you make a decision now that every day I'm going to work a little bit on my subconscious programming, and in a spirit of faith, you focus on this new vision, this new money coming in. It's easy for me to attract money. I create money by adding value. I know every day I move closer and closer to my financial goals. When that becomes, through repetition, your dominant thoughts, your subconscious mind acts on those and creates the results, the circumstances that you desire. It is completely up to you. You can either now leave this presentation and go, oh, well, that was nice, and then go back to thinking the same thoughts, manifesting the same results. For those of you that are ready for a change, I got something awesome for you that will really help you and serve you and help you to get to that next level, to create that financial abundance where not only are you making more money, but you're doing so from a place of love and service. I've got a collection called the Ultimate Creative Visualization Abundance Collection. It helps you to quickly reprogram your subconscious mind for more abundance and financial success. It solves that big problem of you not attracting the amount of money that you want right now. And it guides you step by step to act congruently with your money goals. So yes, there's a lot about mindset and your subconscious mind and reprogramming it, but also gives you a blueprint to take action on so that you can create more financial success in your life. It also helps you to clear your energetic blocks, limiting beliefs around money, and also the doubts and fears that keep money from you, so that you can instantly turn your money magnetize into full power. It also will help you get really, really clear on your financial goals so that you stop manifesting lack and stress and struggle, the things that you don't want. And it uses NLP-fueled creative visualization and powerful intention-setting protocols so that you can learn how to manifest the exact financial circumstances you want, or something even better. This is a step-by-step system for quickly getting into action. Remember that money-like speed, inspired action, and making more money. And look, here's a few of the things that you can use this for. Creating this new ideal lifestyle that you choose. And it might be based on passion and purpose and fun and family and freedom, or it might be something else. The good news is you get to make up the rules. You can definitely use this to attract more abundance rapidly, and that's abundance in all senses of the word, and to help you eliminate debt and scarcity and lack from your life. You'll almost certainly experience more confidence and self-belief and play and fun, positive, good vibes by going through this program, and you'll start to install a money mindset quickly. You'll also learn how to set and achieve big money goals from a place of fun, play and non-attachment. And it will help you to reach your magic number faster and easier than you think. And that magic number is the number, your financial goal that you set, that is the number that transforms your life. For me, when I was broke and starting out, it was $10,000 a month. I knew that when I hit 10K a month, I would be set. I would be able to have the lifestyle I wanted. I would have the confidence to do more and to show up in the world. And when I hit that magic number, my entire life changed. So it will help you to reach your magic number too. Now, here's how the training will be delivered. It's all available instantly now in an online members area. It's beautifully designed, super easy to use. And the training comes in 3 parts. The first is my collection of 23 guided creative visualization MP3s. This is valued at $690, $30 of visualization, and there's 23 of them. And these are unique, proven, and powerful. They're powered by a world-class Zen 12 brainwave entrainment technology, which is scientifically proven to put you in an alpha and theta brainwave state. It uses neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, hypnosis, and emotionally charged visualization protocols. What this means is you're getting visualizations for any goal or challenge, for abundance, for peace of mind, for overcoming limiting beliefs, for setting big goals, for manifesting, for selling, for speaking in public, and much, much more. All you do is listen and you'll get results, and they're so quick. Now, the latest neuroscience proves that in just 8 minutes of visualization, you create new neural pathways in your brain. These are new physical shortcuts. Like, you literally rewire your brain physically in just 8 minutes. And this is called the minimum effective dose. So most of these audios are just 8 minutes short, which means it's fast and it's so easy to do in the morning and or the evening, and then get on with the rest of your day. This is how you get the fastest results with the least amount of effort. And it really is effort, because all you do is listen and you'll get results. The brainwave entrainment, the Zen 12, takes you into a meditative state. There are 3,000 studies that prove the effect of meditation, that it's so good for body and mind, that it helps you in 1,000 different ways. However, from that state, I guide you to visualize, to imagine your goals manifesting, to imagine that everything in your life has showed up, and you notice the things you have to do. You grow in confidence, you feel more inspired, you have a sense that this really is possible for you, and you program day by day your subconscious mind. Think back to that Napoleon Hill quote: although sometimes the orders have to be repeated again and again. That's what we're doing. We're reprogramming years, sometimes decades of limiting beliefs, scarcity thinking, and fears. And day by day, you will start to notice, as you move forward from now, as you listen to me now, moving forwards, you start to think more positively. You start to see more abundance. You start to believe in yourself more. You start to have more ideas. You start to take action on those ideas. And of course, when these things happen, you start to manifest more of the results that you want, because you're acting in alignment with your vision. Now, the second part of the training is my famous How to Attract Money video training. This is valued at $197, and it's a 90-minute step-by-step video training which teaches you a blueprint for quickly attracting money and abundance. It's NLP fueled, so you'll actually learn how to program your subconscious mind for success and prosperity using powerful NLP techniques, which incidentally cost me over $15,000 to learn. This is a proven system that I've used to manifest millions of dollars in the past few years for myself and my clients and my businesses. Thousands of people have already taken this training. The feedback is phenomenal, and you're getting this included today. And one of my favorite things about this training is it's really just not about making money. It's learning the secret of how to create abundance, doing what you love, following your passions and your purpose, of what Deepak Chopra calls your dharma, what you are here on earth to do. The third part of the training is my famous intention setting masterclass. This is valued at $297, and this is like a half-day training, 4 hours, where I guide you through 27 soul-searching questions. These help you to learn powerful lessons about your life, to know who you are at the deepest level, to gain insights, to learn lessons from last year, and to set clear, powerful intentions that magnetize you to your goal. This is what Wayne Dyer was talking about, rest his soul, when he spoke about the power of intention. You'll find when you create intentions from this place, your goals seem to manifest with effortless ease and spontaneity. This is proven. This year I've had multiple 6-figure success stories from people who've used this training and have directly credited it for helping them achieve the biggest year of their life. It is that powerful. And my favorite thing about this is not just that you get to achieve outlandish goals, but it's about self-actualization. It's such a deep process going through these questions that you discover more about who you are at the deepest level. And you'll find that when you really start to live from that place of who you are and why you came to Earth at this time, when you got this insight, when you got this truth and congruence with who you are, you'll find that 90% of barriers and perceived obstacles just seem to disappear. You'll see that there were doors where previously there were just walls, as Joseph Campbell says, and that remaining 10% of challenges that inevitably you'll face, because it matters so much to you, because you're doing you at the deepest level, you'll find the inner strength and the courage to overcome whatever challenge the universe throws at you. Paradoxically, when you get to this point, when whatever challenge comes to you, you say, no, I'm going to figure it out, universe. I care this much about my vision. That's when the universe stops throwing challenges and gets behind you and helps you to manifest in flow with ease and to create more success than you ever dreamed possible. Now, the total value of the training, we got the $700 nearly of visualization audios, the How to Manifest Money training program, which thousands of people have studied at $200, and my half-day intention setting workshop, which is just under $300. And of course, it's all hosted now in a beautiful, simple, easy-to-use online members area, and you can download the files to your iPhone or your iPad or your computer, or you can just access anywhere in the world on any computer with an internet connection. You can get this all today with instant access, so there's no more waiting. And the total value is $11.84. And given the transformation that you can go through, I think even if I was asking for that much today, you would get a huge return on investment and experience a beautiful transformation. The good news is to say thank you for taking this training today. And because I want to make it really easy for you to master this game of making money, I've decided to make your investment for this collection only $497, and that's the price you can get it on my website today. However, it's Saturday, I'm feeling inspired, I'm about to go to the beach, and I know that if you're still here now listening to me and you've taken in what I've shared with you, you're really committed to investing in your own personal growth, and I want to serve you and I want you to have the biggest year of your life. That's what keeps me going. So today, the first 30 people to take action now, you can get it for only 2 payments of $97, the entire collection. And even better than that, to reward fast action takers, you can get it today for just 1 payment of $149. 1 payment of $149. You'll find the link below this video. You can click add to cart, and look, this is 92% off the normal tuition, which is a saving of $1,035. There'll be a link below this video. You can get started instantly, so click the add to cart button now and you'll be able to get your spot, and I'll show you how to start attracting more money. There is a full 30-day guarantee on this. If you don't love it, just send me an email and I'll refund all of your money. Absolutely no dramas. It's all love. And get this, you can keep everything as my gift. You keep access to the site, the audios, the How to Make Money training, all of the visualizations, the intention setting training, and the extra special bonuses that are waiting for you in the members area that I haven't talked about because I like to over deliver and surprise you out of love, because I know this content, this training has changed the lives of so many thousands of people, and I know it will help you as well. And today you can get it for an absolute huge discount of $1,035 off and get it for just 1 payment of $149. The link will be below. You can click the button, get started instantly, and no more waiting. Get in. My advice is, or what I would invite you to do is, get inside. So you enter your details below. You'll get sent an email immediately with access to the site. You log in with your username and password, which you create, and then have a little look around. Follow your intuition. Either choose one of the visualization audios just so you can see how quick you can change your emotional state, how quickly you can focus on money magnetism, how quickly you can create a vision and commit to it and start getting money-making ideas, start moving. And have a look at the Make Money training. It's 90 minutes. Set some time aside, get a pen and pad and take some notes, and really be open to receiving the wisdom in that training, because so many people have benefited. And this is the exact system I've used to manifest millions and millions of dollars in sales for my businesses, my clients. And I know that it will really, really help you as well. I'm not allowed to make any income claims whatsoever, to be clear. But what I would say is, if you go through the training, it would amaze me if you don't learn how to create more money. However, if you don't love it, you send one email, you get your money back. I really hope this training has been valuable for you. I've enjoyed making it for you. I'm glad I decided to do this rather than go to the beach, although I am going to go there now. As a recap, practice these 7 principles. They will transform the direction of your life the more you play with them. And for those of you that want to get started with the ultimate creative visualization and abundance collection with $1,035 off, boom, click the button below and get started. And this is a family run business. Oh, and we donate 20% of all profits to Pencils of Promise, where we build schools for kids in regions where they don't get to go to school, and we build these cutting edge schools where they get Kindles and iPads and great teachers and pencils and pads. And so really we give the gift of education as well. And Deepak Chopra teaches the law of giving. The more you give, the more you receive. And what this means is, even though you're investing in yourself, you're investing in yourself to learn how to crack the money game, what you're actually doing as well is serving other people and giving value. So the law of karma comes back to you as well. So the more you give, the more you receive. It's win-win for everyone. Really hope you've enjoyed this. I'm ready for the beach. Going to go and have a little swim in the ocean. Thank you so much for taking part. And last chance, if you want to get inside, you can get started instantly. Click the button, enter your details. I'll see you on the inside. And I thank you very, very much for watching this training. I truly hope that it served you and it will help you to create big financial success in your life. Peace and love. Peace.